Hi, this is Monica Denise, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about working full-time while writing. I recently received a job offer after having been out of the workforce for quite a long time, like maybe a year or more. And I quickly realized that something is really going to have to change. So I came up with about 9 points to help with work-life balance. The first point is to get your priorities straight. And I'm talking to myself here. No more Netflix binging. I really don't have time for that. And no more gaming. No more procrastination. I either want to do this or I don't. And I've decided that I do want to do it. So, you know, those days of binging Netflix, 5 episodes, those days are gone. And the next idea is to try writing on your lunch hour. And I know not everyone gets, that long. Some people may have a 30-minute lunch or an hour lunch, in which case an hour is a lot of time. You could get a lot done. If you get an hour, that's still plenty of time to write and then go ahead and have your lunch. So in my case, I get a 45-minute lunch. So depending on my goal for that day, I may be able to get a lot done. So the next idea that I had was to try brainstorming your idea or either developing your characters on your lunch. And I actually tried that this week. I took, 15 minutes and wrote out some characters and some scenes, and I actually brainstormed what's the worst that could happen or what's the best thing that could happen. And it worked out pretty well. And the next thing is to give yourself realistic goals or a word count. Or you can say, I'm going to write 1 chapter on my lunch if you can do it, or even half a chapter, but make it realistic. And this next idea is pretty simple, but I'm just, like I said, I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. So I decided that I was going to cook dinner at night and then use the leftovers for the next day. That's something that I used to do. But like I said, I'm just now getting back into the swing of things. So I wrote that one down. And the next thing is to keep track of your daily word count on an Excel spreadsheet or either a bullet journal. And I do have an example of how I make my bullet journals. So as you can see, this week's bullet journal, it started off September the 20th. But to be honest, that was the day that I actually went back to work. So I did not feel like doing anything related to computer when I got home. So I'm just going to have to push it back a week, and then we'll just have to start it on, I think, the 27th. So it's very simple. What I was planning on doing was starting out with 800 words, and then each week I was going to add 400 to that word count. So then at the end of the 4 weeks, I would end up at about 2,000 words per week. And I just kind of wanted to get myself used to writing anywhere between 1,500 and 2,000 words. So that was my goal. And this next point kind of goes along with the previous point, and that is to make sure your goals are realistic. So you don't want to say, hey, I'm going to write 2,500 words on my lunch hour if that's not realistic for you. What's the point of having a goal if you can't reach it? So the next point is probably my favorite of all the points. Stop waiting to be discovered and discover yourself. Because no one knows your stories like you do. You know them inside and out. You know what story points you want. You know what the plot is. You know the beginning, the middle, and the end. Even if you don't think you do know it. So go ahead and get your story out. Just remember, if you're not satisfied with the way things are going, you can always reinvent yourself, you can always reposition yourself, and you can repurpose that dream. It's never too late to make something happen. Until next time, take care and be well.